So for this week's technology project, I decided to look at Evernote. Evernote is a free note-taking website, but there are also plans that you can get that do cost money monthly. They just have more tools and different things, but for mine, I'm just using the free website. Evernote is a tool that can be used on a computer, a tablet, or an iPad, and also on your phone. So I used this tool last semester, and I used it on my computer, my iPad, and my phone, and they all worked well. I didn't have any problems with one or the other. So I thought that this tool was pretty cool, but this semester I decided to look at it so I could dig deeper into what all Evernote can do. So if you don't have an Evernote account, all you have to do is create one. So I already have one here, so I would just sign in, but I'll pull mine up here. So when you first log into Evernote, you're going to come up with your notes or your notebooks. So I'll show you briefly what I did last semester in mine, and I have a separate notebook for that. So here I just have different journal entries or assignments that I did in Evernote. What I did in Evernote last semester was very basic. Basically, I just recorded notes and reflections in here. So this semester, for this class, I looked at all the different tools and stuff that you can use in Evernote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the different things that I created, and then I'll actually go and I'll create a new note and I'll show you how to do all of that within Evernote. So here I created checkboxes, which are pretty neat because I'm a person that likes to stay organized, so being able to check something off my list is something that I enjoy doing. I also created a table. Tables can be used for like data tables. Here I used it as like a planner, so Monday I do this, Tuesday, etc. These bars here are divider lines, so if you're taking a note, if you're doing notes and then you want to kind of separate something, you can add a divider line in here. So I have one up here. I also have one down here. Here I was just typing. You can indent. Down here I attached a document. So I would just click on this and it would open up my Word document. And then I also attached a picture here. And you can also attach a web link, which I will show you how to do in just a little bit. So here, in my notebook, I'm already in a notebook. I'll show you how you add a new note. So basically you just hit the plus button here. You title your note, whatever you want. And then you can start typing, or you can do other stuff. So first I'll show you how I created the checkboxes. Pretty simple here. You just hit the checkbox and then you type out what you want to do. And then you can enter and keep typing. You can also, there's bullet points here if you'd rather have a bullet point. There's also numbers, etc. Delete that one. Another thing that you can do is insert a table. So here, there's just a little table box. You just hover over it. Choose your table size here, and then you can create your table. Pretty simple. And it's pretty simple to type in. So here I can do Monday, Tuesday, if I wanted to create like the planner type of thing that I had on my other page. You can also change the font and the color. So you can change it here. Size, you can change that as well. You can bold it, italicize it, underline it. You could cross something out if you wanted to. Oops, that's underlined. So if you're familiar with Word, those tools or this toolbar at the top is pretty easy to use, which I found it helpful that I was familiar with Word, because then I kind of knew what all of this stuff was up here. So to insert a picture, do that right here. Oops. you just go, there's two attachments here. So you can insert a link or different documents. So here I'm going to hit attach file. I'm going to choose my file. First I'll insert a picture. Do this one here. This is my picture, and now I'm going to insert a document. So I can do that all in the same time. Just go here and I attach it. Now if you have a document or a picture on your desktop, you can just drag and drop it into Evernote. So that's also a cool feature of Evernote. So here I have my picture, and then I have my document, and I just hit attach files, and it'll take a little bit to upload, but not too long. Just give it a second to load. So here is my picture loading, and then my document is right below it. Now if I want to insert a link, I hit insert link here. I can title my link. Right now I just have a basic YouTube link, so I'm just going to name it YouTube, but if you were using this as like a notebook or a journal or whatever, you could title it whatever you want, and then you just copy and paste the link in there, and then you just hit apply, and then your link is down here, and then you just hover over it, you click, and it'll take you to your YouTube video. Oops. We'll go back to this page. So there's also a couple other things that you can do within it. Here is a tag. So if I have a bunch of notes, like let's say I was using this for all of my classes in school, I could add a tag like this is for my STEM class. So then I would add that tag. I would go back. I could go over to this search bar here, and I could type in STEM, and it would search for my note. So that's pretty cool, especially if you are taking a lot of notes. That's a helpful tool. You can also set reminders. So if you were to use like the checkbox or like the table for like planning or anything like that, you could set a reminder of when you need that done. So here I'll go to settings, custom, and I'll have it notify me. So I can pick a date, a time. I can have it notify me tomorrow, in a week. And then if I finish, if I got it done, I can, click up here and just hit mark done, and then it's off and it doesn't remind me anymore. You can also share your notebooks with other people. So for my class last semester, I shared it with my professor, and she was able to look at our notebooks and our journals in that way. I also did some researching, and I found out that you can share your notebooks with other people, especially if you're doing group projects. So if every person was assigned something different, and then you want to collaborate it all together, you could each work in the same notebook, and then you can see where everybody's at with the project. So I thought that was a pretty cool way to use it. You can email, you can share by email. You could also share your notebook on many other sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, stuff like that. So that if students are using this in a classroom and they want to share it out, they can do that pretty easily, which I think is a pretty unique tool. I mean, and they can also share it with you through email or anything like that, so that way the teacher has access to their notebooks as well. And then finally, now let's say that I want to create another notebook here. Oops, that's another note. Sorry. Maybe. Well, I'll just create another note and then hit done. So I wanted to create another notebook. So up here is where you create another notebook. So I'm going to title my notebook STEM. Oops. And I'm going to create it. So Now I have my STEM notebook, I have my notebook from last semester, and then I have my technology integration plan project, which is the one that we were just in looking at the different things that you can do. Now, I want my STEM notebook and my action plan project notebook to kind of be under the same folder. So what I do is I grab my STEM here, or I could grab my action plan, and I hover over the action plan project, and it'll say create stack. So then I drop it, and then I title my stack. So I'm going to label this, we'll just say Mankato. And then I'm going to create my stack. So then under my Mankato folder here, I can click on it. I have my action plan project, and then I have my STEM notebook, and I can add notes to it here. So that way I can keep my notebooks and notes separate from other things. So if I wanted to create another stack with this notebook, I could as well. Yeah, so that's basically what I have all found out with researching with Evernote. There was a lot more to it than what I ever thought there was, so I had a lot of fun figuring out all the different tools that you can use with Evernote. Thanks for watching.